guys, hope you all are doing great. Today's topic is the rise of digital doctors. It's a two-part series. In the first part, I'm going to talk about how the doctors are moving onto the digital platforms for providing online consultations to their patients, and thus telemedicine is on the rise. In the second part, I will talk about how doctors can use digital marketing to help their patients and grow their practice. This is Chandan, techno digital marketing expert. I have been associated with many pharma companies, hospitals, and healthcare industry with their digital marketing efforts for more than 2 decades. Hope you will like this video. I request you to please leave your comments and feedback, which will help me to improve. The rise of digital doctors, part 1. The medical fraternity is breaking stereotypes and embracing digital space. First, I'll talk about what is telemedicine. Telemedicine is also referred as telehealth or e-health, which allows healthcare professionals to evaluate, diagnose, and treat patients in remote locations using telemedicine and telecommunication technology. If one has a smartphone, he or she can consult a doctor irrespective of his or her location. So definitely, telemedicine allows people to consult a verified doctor instead of self-medicating. Moreover, location is no longer a constraint. A person in a small town in Andhra Pradesh can consult a specialist anywhere in Delhi NCR without having to move to or travel the distance. Countrywide lockdown and social distancing due to the coronavirus pandemic have forced many healthcare providers to conduct consultations with patients through telemedicine. Doctors who were hesitant about wanting to try telemedicine before are now left with no option but to get a crash course in how the digital world functions. Hospitals are crowded and routine checkup visits and preliminary investigation must be avoided while we gear up and address the larger challenge facing us today. Telemedicine can address outpatient queries, allowing hospitals to address those that are symptomatic and are critical. Overcrowding the hospital will leave us even more vulnerable. Over the last 2 decades, medical science has grown leaps and bounds thanks to the ever-increasing influx of technology into medicine. Today, we have treatments available for many conceivable medical conditions in some form or shape or manner. As India is striving to achieve sustainable development goals using all the available resources, it is important to be able to provide universal health coverage. Telemedicine is one of them. Though traditionally telemedicine is viewed as a tool to bridge the accessibility gap to provide care to remote areas, the capabilities and full potential of telemedicines are yet to be realized. Telemedicines can lower inconveniences in seeking care and lower cost of healthcare for the masses. Some examples where telemedicine can offer great value are preventive advice and promotions of wellness, primary care issues with not just the diagnosis as an aid but also with the appropriate referrals, follow-ups and treatment, chronic conditions that require repeated follow-ups, follow-up after surgery, rehabilitation programs, psychological counseling for issues like stress management and some other conditions. Do you also think telemedicine has a brighter future in India? As a patient, have you tried telemedicine before? As a doctor, have you been part of telemedicine industry? What are your challenges? Please let me know. Now let's talk about online consultation. With the rising number of coronavirus cases in India, digital healthcare platforms are seeking a surge in online health consultations. Online queries related to fever, cough, cold, sore throat, and body ache have increased 200% in the last few months. The queries are coming from tier 1 cities like Bangalore, Delhi NCR, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Pune, and Chennai, and among tier 2 cities Ahmedabad, Jaipur, Lucknow, Bhubaneswar, and Indore. Trend analysis also suggests that most queries come from people in the age group of 20 to 30. Each general physician on such platform typically consult 25 to 30 patients a day. But during COVID pandemic, the number has shot up by 3 to 4 times. 70% of OPD consultations can be replaced through virtual healthcare. Online consultation has a $25 billion market in India and equally big market in other developing countries. On the consultation platform, patient can consult a doctor according to their convenience and get the best possible medical advice from a doctor and then start their treatment. Online consultation platforms provide an instant connection to the doctor through video or phone as well as chat, as a result of which patients don't have to waste 3 to 4 hours of their time or stay in state of anxiety. Online consultation is capable to cater to a range of medical specialties. For example, orthopedics, gynecology, ophthalmology, pediatrics, physiotherapy, homeopathy, Ayurveda, cardiology, psychiatry, dermatology, stomach and digestion, diabetes, neurology, etc. As the new facts of staffing challenges and value-based care is becoming apparent, healthcare organizations have begun realizing the importance of telehealth. Online consultation and telemedicine is the way forward in India. What is your opinion about medical online consultation? What issues do you envisage? Do you think that it will not grow in India for any particular reason? Please let me know your thoughts.
See the statistics shown here. The rise of digital doctors, part 2. For doctors, it's time to pull up socks. Why digital marketing is important for doctors, hospitals, and nursing homes? Marketing enables you to connect with your patients, and digital marketing ensures you are able to do so online. With an increasing number of users using the internet every day, digital marketing for doctors can be far more effective than offline alternatives. Many professionals fail to realize the importance of digital marketing. Despite the potential of increased patient numbers and amplified engagements, many medical organizations, that is hospitals, nursing homes, and consulting doctors are still failing to implement appropriate digital marketing strategies. How to go about digital marketing for doctors? Although digital marketing is great for large organizations, it's also been highly effective for smaller medical practices and individual medical practitioners. With a range of budget-friendly marketing options available, digital marketing has effectively leveled a playing field and enabled smaller clinics, nursing home centers, and small-size hospitals to compete with larger and more established hospitals. Why is digital marketing important in medical field? When people look for any type of services, they tend to begin their search online, mainly Google. While medical treatments and consultations typically take place offline, this doesn't prevent people from using the internet to find reputable doctors, hospitals, and nursing homes in their locality. The rise of Dr. Google simply confirms how often people are using internet to research medical queries. The first step is to have a website that has all the information about your clinic or hospital and your services, consultation timings, and all the important information that patient is seeking. The website must be search engine friendly, so that when patient is searching for the services you are offering, your website will be shown. This is where search engine optimization is useful. Through search engine optimization strategies, with the help of relevant content and keywords, medical professionals can improve their visibility and reach. In the present day competitive industry, search engine optimization and search engine marketing is no longer a luxury. Rather, it's a necessity. The second step is to engage or connect with your patient regularly, where your patient can see your information, or they are simply going to lose their interest. If you aren't promoting yourself online, with many other medical practitioners already engaging in the digital marketing, your potential patient will simply visit the other doctors or hospitals. You should be active on social media platforms such as Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter, etc. The third step is online advertising. It can be done on various online platforms including Google, social media platforms, and many online consultation platforms. Many hospitals and nursing homes are opting for online advertising and promote their organizations in this way. If you think this is too much to do, then just register yourself on popular online platforms for doctor online consultations. Following are few popular online platforms for doctor online consultation. Practo.com. Ask top doctors advice 24/7. mfine.com. Doctor consultation at home, first consultation at rupees 249. curefit.com. Consultation starting at rupees 149. Book and consult a doctor today. vhealth.io. 30 days free for your family. poti.com. Get doctor on call in India. healthdrop.in. Free online doctor consultation in India. liberate.com. Consult India's best doctors. docsapp.in. Online doctor consultation app. doconline.com for appointments, doctor appointments. iclinic.com. Online doctor 24/7. So many options are available. Just by registering on them will get you regular online consultations. If you think that this also is not your cup of tea, then just do WhatsApp digital marketing. WhatsApp has few great features that you can use for marketing as well as online consultation. First, create a Google Pay account or UPI account where you can accept money. Create a profile picture with your online consultation services in brief. Create multiple WhatsApp messages with your services and detailed description and send it to your contacts at regular intervals. It should not be too often or they will block you. Each message must inform how to avail your service. You can do a video chat and phone consultation at a predefined time. Patients can send their reports on WhatsApp or an email. On WhatsApp, you can send a photo of your prescription on your letter pad with your signature on it for authenticity. You can keep a record of patients' prescriptions also. A patient can pay online by GPay or UPI, or there could be any other method. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you have liked this video. Do you think online marketing will help you to grow your practice? In your opinion, what is the best way to go about it? What do you think are the main problems for doctors and patients for online consultation or telemedicine? Please leave your comments and feedback. Feel free to get in touch with me if you have any queries. You can send me an email at chandan@ccomsys.net or cbagwe@gmail.com. Thank you.